Okay, when we left off in our last lesson, we are going to start working out our page. So let's go into our section and let's edit pages. And we're going to edit, got to sign in again. What did we call this? Password. We're going to edit the About page. And what I did was, since we just don't have much time, I went and grabbed some of the information from the NetTuts About page. Okay, so you will obviously replace that with whatever you have. But this just gives us some real-world information to work with. So we know in our page that we're not going to have this styled image. So I'm going to come back to Coda, and we need to style it differently. So new page, and we're going to call it page.php. Once again, this is going to be styled completely differently, or not completely different, but it allows us to change things up only for pages. Now, a page is different from a post. Keep that in mind. So I'm going to go into single, copy that out, and open up my page again and paste that in. And let's see what we need to add. Within primary, I'm going to get rid of post item because we're no longer dealing with a post. So get rid of that and in post item. And then next, instead of that, I'm going to use that other div. So div with an ID of page content. We went over this before. And we'll end that after end if. Right here. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. Some guy next to me is hammering. So let's edit our... We don't even need our loop, really. We can get rid of this image. And we have our H2. We have permalink in the title, and then we have the comment. Let's get rid of that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be quick because I know this series is going kind of long. I'm doing this all in one day. Refresh the page. And now we have that section. But we haven't applied any CSS for that page content div. So we need to do that real quickly. I'm going to come back to our file. Let's go to style.css. And just before it, let's do this. Page content. All right, and we'll start by giving that div with the ID of page content. Let's get all the anchor tags, and I'm going to set the color to just black for now. That's fine. And the heading 2 tags, we'll do margin of 1em on the top and bottom, and let's also do H3. Actually, what we can do is just duplicate that. And then next, page content, the div overall, we need to give it some styling. And I'm just going to give it padding, bottom, 20 pixels. Let's come back, refresh the page. Okay, so that's a little bit better, but we still need to give it that standard gradient background. So we can duplicate, whoops, sorry about that. We can duplicate, let's go back to the post item. Yeah, right here, primary post item. Let's just add page content to pick up those stylings. Refresh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now this about, that's bringing up the title of the page. I don't think we need that, so we can just grab that and remove it. And that shifts that up, so that's a little bit better. But obviously, we can comment on pages, but I'm not going to allow that, so get rid of that. Come back, refresh the page, and now we have our pages. Contact doesn't have anything, but About does. And you can style those more on your own. I don't want to go too much. Let's go into Home. And you can see here, I was just having a problem where I tried to click on Home and that wasn't working, so I might have forgotten to code that. And we did. Let's just add that in. See if you can remember. It is PHP blog info URL, the URL of the site. Now if I refresh that page, oh, forgot to close out PHP. All right, refresh that page. Now if I hover over it, it'll take me back home. Okay, so we've actually accomplished a great deal. We're almost finished. The final thing I want to show you are adding plugins, so we'll do that in the next lesson.